Does that mean things won't go terribly wrong? Because that's what I'm hoping for. Where is game? There's game. There is game. Game, game, game. Game, 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 game. Alright. There we go. Alright. Okay, good. Make that progress properly. Alright. Oh. Hold on, is this the only thing that didn't save? I think this is the only thing that didn't save. Yeah. We've seen this before, and then he's like, yeah, I'm over it already. And then we check Tizo's nest, who has a little fish plushie, and it's very adorable. It's very cute. Okay. So let's continue the journey. Come dawn, you find. Oh, hold on. Come dawn, you find Hedwig and Yodarl assessing the current situation with the minstrel. Are you most certain? Hey, madame. I make no claim the journey shall be pleasant, but it will be necessary. Hedwig motions to you as they continue talking. Seems we'll have some work to do once we arrive in Flagging Hands. Let's get going. As soon as you're ready, the sooner we get there, the sooner we can leave. Flagging Hands. You have not yet. Okay. The lone minstrel knows a relatively safe route into the Flagging Hands region. Whee! Jump! Whee! Is that the sea? Oh, there's nothing here. Hold on. I'm gonna check anyways. Nope, there's nothing here. Consider how to proceed. The Flagging Hands region has an oppressive air about it. There has to be a path forward. The Flagging Hands region proves as dismal as Yodarl indicated. The air is thick and foul. How far to the pit of Milithi? All the way across the marshlands on the coast. Reader, will you join me in the wagon for a moment? We have matters to discuss. Yodarl and Hedwig exchange looks, and then she turns to you. Go see what he wants. Ooh, what's this? Thank you for your time, Rita. I have something for you. On behalf of my client. Oh. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for your time, reader. I have something for you on behalf of my client. Before you is an artifact called the Yonder Crystal. You observe a shimmering crystal of some sort behind the book, besides the Book of Rites. As you surmise, the tremulous manipulatives you are to confront during the rites shall stop at nothing to prevail against you. They have prepared for this. They have prepared for this for quite some time. The Beyonder Crystal may help ensure that you are well prepared in turn. It is a resource now at your disposal, to be used at your discretion. Gaze upon it, and you shall see what I mean. It's calling you. Henceforth, you may use the Beyonder Crystal. It is calling you. Take a closer look. You look upon the shimmering surface of the Beyonder Crystal. Some of your senses fail, though you retain a hold over your consciousness. An apparition appears before you, clad in the raiments of the rites, but incorporeal. I sense you are not an idiot, a total idiot. She reaches for the clasps on her mask. So, the Nightwings have returned. Oh? But where are my manners? You must be their lovely reader. Please, call me Sen. We met briefly before, when you first beheld the book. When you were stuck inside of it. I was among the phantoms your companions banished there, no doubt stroking their egos. You listened well enough to that damned voice. Now she says she listened to me. Oh, she's talking about the thing that talks to us during the thing. I am bound in servitude to you, along with any idiots whose freedom happens to be intertwined with yours. I know the rights better than anyone. I soon can whip you into shape, but if you take advantage of my services. First, I offer scribe trials to those friends of yours. If they can pass, it shall be worth their while and yours. Special challenges custom tailored for each of your fellows. Okay. Secondly, my Beyonders and I avail ourselves for practice rites, should you be so inclined. Okay, that's our group. Or you can always come and chat and briefly free me from an eternity of boredom, You have invoked Sandra from the Beyonder Crystal. What do you mean? Yeah. She's a wraith expelled from eternity within the Beyonder Crystal and bound to serve the rites. Let's do the scribe trial. Indeed, it looks as though one of those failures of yours is ready for a lesson in pain. We shall brave one of Sandra's scribe trials. Yeah, apparently they wanted to see Ruke. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Ruke. What? The loudmouth cur? Well, I suppose he is ready, technically, though I have a litany of reservations about him. But let us bring him forth. Soon Ruke appears in heat of the summons. Sister, why are you looking at me like that? Challenge match, a one-on-one. Alright, what's the big idea, huh? This some kind of trick you're playing, sister? The apparition Sandra then appears and unfastens her mask. Shut your snout and listen well, cur. You answer to me here. Huh? What? Your mouth runs quicker than those stubby little paws. This might be like this isn't a training mode. There was another thing that was specifically training. I think this is like a special thing. You have much to learn if you have any intent to prevail in the rites. Let us see how you fare without the benefit of your trusted comrades. Save for your lovely reader. I guess it's you and me then, huh, sister? Wherever you are. Oh, interesting. Oh, what the heck? Oh, there's letters on the ground. I didn't know those were. No wonder my cast wasn't going so far. I was wondering why my cast wasn't going very far. And it's because these are walls. Shoot, I died. What was run? Right trigger was run. I really forgot what was run. Shoot! Oh, this is... This is not fun. Oops. I ran right into it. Run, 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 run. Oh shoot! Oh no, 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 no. Luckily Ruke has like the fastest respawn time out of everyone. Oh shoot! I ran into it. I meant to cast, not run into it. No, 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 no. Ah, shoot! Ah, crap. Oh, shoot. I was sliding, I slid a bit, and then I ran into him. Aha! Chance! I need to hit him like 2 more times, though. Nope. I need to be extra careful right now. Oh, no. Oh, jump. Don't forget that you can jump. That. Gotta be quick. Gotta be nimble. Gotta be a dog. Darn it! Got it, yes! Woo! Barely won that one. One more hit would have done me in, so barely won that one. That is how we do it, right, sister? It is. And you acknowledge, likewise, that you did not do it on your own, despite having to face my demon friends all by yourself. You passed my test, Kerr. Congratulations are in order, both to you and your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Now, what does this do? That Sandra kind of gives me the shakes. You know what I mean, sister? Hey, what's that you got there? You receive Yomer's Fang for completing Ruke's trial. Okay, so it's like items and stuff. They're challenge levels, essentially. Hold on. Oops. Nope. Go back. Let's see what this does. Level 5 legendary talisman. After Ruke casts his aura, it lingers longer than usual. Ooh. Okay, so it's character-specific items. Can I do one? Something else that I can do for you, reader? Okay, so they just have to be ready for it. Okay. This is a practice thing. And then this is just talking to her. Let's talk to her for a bit. I do appreciate the effort to make small talk with me, reader. Anything to break from the monotony of staring at the void within this place. Not that I could see it if I tried. She laughs at this, or maybe at herself. Certainly, I could make talk with my fellow Beyonders, trapped here as they are with me. You might expect that we all would keep each other company. There's just one problem there, however. We're all sick of one of another. She laughs again, perhaps not at her joke, but instead at her predicament. I do exaggerate to some extent, but there is a certain truth to this. We have been stuck together long enough that we've grown more distant rather than more close. But I had best not wear out my welcome to the likes of you, as I have long since done with all the others here. Hi, Evie. So carry on for now, and if those fools with whom you travel learn something, come bring them forth to me, and I shall see to that they learn some more. And then I don't need to do this, I'm not going to bother with that. Goodbye. I shall be here if you need me. Cool, so sometimes challenges pop up and I can do them. Let's continue on. You find everyone is feeling rather miserable. You sense just being in flagging hands eats away at one spirit. Only the imp Tizo seems unaffected. Also, Evie, you need to see Tizo. Most of your fellow exiles have -1 hope for the next rite. A moment, reader. There are several courses that may take through flagging hands. If you choose to prolong your stay, it might be worth your while. However, your companion spirits shall likely suffer more. Ah, I see. So let's see. We can go the south route, crosses the deep and wilted plains. You can improve a talisman if you take a job here. Plague melt. The middle route, through flagging hands, cuts straight through the mountain. Straight through the pit of Melithi. Edwin suggests taking this faster route would reduce your companion's loss of hope. And then cold mode. The lone minstrel says you can get a valuable item to take a job here. Hold on. I have a roll cake now. Okay, back to the game. Oh. So if I remember correctly, hope is everyone's aura, and I guess it's not super important. So I think I will go one of the longer paths. Let's see. Improve a talisman or a valuable item. Talismans are the equipment, so I'm curious what the item is. Let's go up. The north route through flagging hands is dismal beyond reckoning. There is little talk among your group, yet you sense despair approaching. Only Tizo seems unaffected. -1 hope, okay. Later, you accompany the lone minstrel in pursuit of his task here. Speak not directly to the living shade, and be true to your heart when responding to its inquiries. And make no attempt to look into the eye. The lone minstrel offers these and other words of advice as you approach burial mounds of Cold Moat, where many exiles downsides see their final days. The glimmer of a shade appears before you as you stand surrounded by the dead. You barely see it, and it does not speak, but you feel its thoughts piercing through your heart and mind. According to the shade, the book that you possess may lay some of the fallen here to rest. The shade leaves you to your work, though through the book, you turn through the book, locating passages concerning freedom and the spirit. You recite such words as seem best fit to each of the fallen you see. It is its training work. The shade resurfaces after a while. It leads you to a hollowed stump, then fades away. You found a Nox shrew. Put it away. Can be sold, okay, for 50 gold. That might be worth something. And here we are. By the time you reach the pit of Melithi, everyone besides the imp Tizo seems to be feeling even worse than before. You sense their desire to leave this place as soon as possible. -1 hope. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Page revealed the Empire's collapsed. I will read that in a second. My controller is being dumb again. I should probably buy... I tell them... Oh, hey, you guys. You know, this place, a lot of folks, but not a lot of customers. Know what I mean? So, have a look around. So we have new stuff in here. Grants Spirit +2 hope, +2 presence. Let's sell this because this is just worth money. I'll buy this mostly because I am curious about this. And I have money. You guys have a good day out there. Alright, who wants to talk? Hi. Yodarl seems to have something on her mind. You sensed Yodarl's sealed gaze well before you turned to her. Reader, rummaging around the wagon once again. Tell me something, now that you're here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? Honestly, no. You consider the question. You have never before met someone like her, but do know something of what happens to those who remain in the downside for many years. Yudar wishes to know if you fear her. Mitch, you can be a bit intense. Deny feeling that way, say nothing. Honestly, she's not that intimidating. I mean, at least her artwork isn't intimidating, so deny it. You tell her that although you do not yet know each other well, you do not fear her, and on the contrary feel safer in her presence. Truly? In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me yet, if you survive this place. Now then, I shall go make my rounds. She walks away. You feel the floor of the wagon shake with her steps. +1 hope for the next right. I don't know if I'm going to. Let's read the new passage. Uh-oh. Stupid controller. Empire's collapse. In the words of Galan, again, words that I can't pronounce, the Master General. It was not long before the Empire began to crumble. With my liege gone, his own country quickly turned upon itself. I must admit that this collapse had started long before the Emperor's disappearance. His decision to give chase after a myth but hastened the inevitable. All the while, the rope collar stood by, awaiting such a time as he could rule in my liege's stead. He would be our people's savior. His first charge was to organize a search for the missing Solian Myrrh. Warriors, pathfinders, and scholars heard the call and prepared to seek him out. Slowly and surely, we'll learn more. Let's see. What does everyone have on? Oh, yeah, hope is. Oh, hope is how long they stay out of the battle. Okay. Anyways, what's this one? Oh, this is just free XP. I forgot about that. I don't know if I want to use that yet, so I'm gonna wait on it. Let's just commence the rite. As you make preparations for the coming rite, you wonder if the stars above will even be visible through the dense fog hanging around the pit of Mythilfi. Then... Tizo seems to be very concerned by something in the vicinity. Oh, Tizo, I love you. The little imp disappears in a hurry. Oh, please don't tell me that I can't use him.
What do you got?
Oh, is Tizo alright? He was so frightened. He is not frightened. He was issuing a warning. Silence, everyone. Take cover. Yordal makes quick note of several hiding places among the nearby crags and rooted husks. You wait. Something about this place dampens your senses. All you feel is a creeping dread. Then, from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward, its hulking form draped in rhythm. The shape stops. Slowly, its head turns from one of you to the next, each in turn. Rise, have yet to hide yourself from us, little lightning. You trespass on the resting place of the astral. We shall see if you when the stars must have courage to build this place. The creature vanishes into the dark. After time, your companions reconfront. That was a bog crew. 13 creatures native to the Commonwealth Southern Bogs. Widely feared. Indeed. That was witch old Udemilde, ancient witch with an unhealthy obsession for Yisla. The Astroborn must run. Drawn. Tizo makes clear he has no love for Udemilde. Although the rites dictate she cannot harm you bodily, with her best not take unnecessary chances. We'll take what chances we get in all of this. Everyone, it's time. At least we can see the stars.
Why, you made it, reader. Made it all the way to the detestable pit of Melith. In doing so, of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries, the Withdrawn. The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
I don't like this voice. The crow and Udemilde. I forgot how to pronounce the name already. Sees your companions gathered by the Pyre. And with a flame, as that shall never warm you here, much less survive the night. Hear us, yo, just slack. What is the starting scribe? This ballad those slain by the 8th scribe. Make the Nightwing suffer. Ruki trots forward from your range. Listen here, you old hat, you old bag. The names in this game sure are full of butter. Yes. You don't scare any of us one bit. You or your buddy, you slack. Now we doing this or what? The question hangs in the air for longer than it's comfortable. It does seem that to have drawn Udemilde's attention, however. Your kid becomes a squirm a bit. Then, Udemilde, I say that name like literally different every single time, moves her slender fingers to her mask. Oh, you are much more hideous than I thought you would be. Foolish. Your slacks shall grow. Your slack shall grow. Your slack shall grow. He shall consume ye, ere your little flame has died. That we shall ensure. Udemilde slides off towards her followers. Bouquet remains motionless for a time. Oops. Yep, all you can say is oops. Oh, you have an interesting aura.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Okay, so I think I want to use you since I haven't used you in forever and I need you to level up.
Ruki.
Who haven't I used? I haven't used you in a while.
Zay.
And then, yes, Tizo. Tizo is amazing.
Tizo. It is done.
Tizo is ready to take on the Withdrawn alongside Ruke and Zay. No matter where you go, your slack shall find ye and devour ye.
Already does your adversary's flame begin to flicker.
Yep, one down already. Oh, that's an interesting looking cast. Shoot. Okay. Oh no. I'll take that.
Now to the flame. Vampire spotters.
Thank you. Oh.
dangerously close.
Nope.
Their fire
Oh, okay, it's so great. Being able to just run is great. Oh, nope. 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 Haha!
Resplendent.
Jeez, that was great. The lifeblood of Yulf, yes, Yislak. It flows within this lair, and beneath this world, this lifeblood, it shall engulf you in such blackness and despair. Man. Oh, she created poison, little puddles.
The witch invokes a profane name I shan't repeat. Best beware her foul sorceries.
Oop. I'm just gonna run. Thank you.
Fear not the purifying flame.
20 more.
Now, end the ceremony. Quite an exchange.
Dash around a bit. Jump. Got it. Oh no! You got me.
You'll have to do better than that.
Okay, those things can kill you. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Get out, Tizo.
Oh, come on. No!
Simply
Okay,
abhorrent.
getting this last one is kind of being annoying. Nope, nope. I'll take that, please, thank you. No, no, darn it.
All for naught.
Shoot.
Ouch.
Intercepted. Back down. Shoot. Do that. Oh, right. You can make them drop the orb by jumping into them. Ooh, got him. Got all three.
Punishment for all.
No, 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 go, 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 go. No, 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 go, go, go. Yes.
And it is done.
Woo.
The Nightwings once again prevail. Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Why, thank you. I tried.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
See, those bog dollars. They're just a bunch of hissy talk. The scribes, they vanquished you suck, just as we prevailed tonight. Oops. Yeehaw! Caesar praises everyone's courage against you, the Nilf, and the withdrawn. Yislak, we have failed thee, and the doll shall be repaid in blood or deed. As for ye fools, ye shall be consumed, and everything around ye, from the soil to the stars, ye shall see.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. It seems the exiled rookie opened up his eyes a bit.
See that, chums? Old Rookie Greentail got some bite in him yet. So let's see. Master's Rookie. Maneuvers of the Many-Mane. Scribe's Masteries enhance occurs agility and fortune. And then traits of the Alpha Key. Scribe's Masteries enchanting occurs relentlessness and feather. Let's see. For the agility and fortune, Rookie can jump a second time while airborne. Ooh! Double jump. Lucky break. After he's banished by an adversary, Rookie has 50% chance to return in only 1 second. Interesting considering how high his health is normally. Lightning Run. When sprinting, Rookie accelerates faster than usual to an even faster top speed. Ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. And then Moonsault. Rookie can jump a second or third time while airborne. Ooh. So just agility and jumping all day, every day. I might do that one. Glory Dive. Ruke deals an additional 5 damage when plunging into an adversary's pyre. Okay. That might be good considering that does the least amount out of everyone. Or one of the lowest amounts. Keen Eye. Ruki casts his aura 50% farther than usual. Okay. Explosive Temper. When Ruki banishes adversaries by casting his aura, the blast can banish nearby adversaries. Ooh, that's interesting. And then Guiding Light. After plunging into the adversary's pyre, Ruke soon returns rather than remaining banished. Oh, that's interesting. That would be cool too, but I think I'm going to go with the June.
A blessing from the Alpha Chief himself. Something's awakened in the moon-touched girl.
The scribes, they whisper to me. They do, from time to time. Let's see, Mastery for Jay. Rights Mastery's enhancing a savage's deftness and trickery. Or the Grand Trader's learnings. Rights Mastery's enhancing a savage aggression and persistence. Let's see. So height and reflex. A brief charge up time before Jay jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Okay. That might be useful considering that she has that. Again, she has it in the first place. Web feet. While sprinting, Jay slows nearby adversaries. That might be useful. Trader's Flight. Jay jumps and power jumps further than usual. Okay. False Step. If Jay is banished while jumping, she is instantly returned at the origin of her jump. Okay. This one. Snapcast. A brief charge up time before Jay can cast her aura is greatly reduced. Okay. Quick Fling. Jay flings the orb faster and farther than usual. Okay. Sudden Grasp. When saluting her adversaries, Jay automatically leaps towards the orb if no one has it. Alright, I forget what saluting is in the first place. Did they even teach me that? Dark Vigor. While grasping the orb, Jay sprints and jumps without using... Oh my god! That's kind of really good. So... I'm going this one.
A devious trick from the rope collar.
Oh, Tizo, you're so adorable.
Until the stars align.
Yeah, oh. Oh, yes, good. That is really good. Having prevailed against the Withdrawn in a rather one-sided contest, one-sided indeed, you and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal in the relative safety of the Black Knight. So, when can we get out of here? What, Greentail? Had enough of you milled his hospitality for the time? Oh, Yodi. Yeah, thanks. I'm good. The reader in the stars will point the way, as ever. It's just, so far we've kept on going north. If that's the case again this time, the Sea of Solace spreads north and west from here, for untold leagues. I cannot tell you when last a vessel dared to sail those waters. Tizo asserts himself during the conversation. What's the matter, little one? Rahoo! Tizo is trying to get you to come look at something outside the wagon. Reader, go see what she wants. You excuse yourself and follow the imp into the dark night. You find Jay and the lone minstrel already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars yourself, then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it is not as so simple as matters of can or cannot when it comes to meanings here. We shall see what the reader has to say, for this is her charge. And here she is, in fact. Thank you for fetching her, Tizo. Scrahi! Screeha! Tizo is happy to have obliged the lone minstrel. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please, look upon the stars and see where they compel us to go next. Towards the heavens. Oh, there it is. Ories, the Azure Star. The Azure Star burns bright over the ruins of the lost frigate in the Sea of Solace. Okay, cool. We're going into the ocean. Interacting to determine the location of the next right. What the heck was that? The rights beckon you still further north, towards the middle of the Sea of Solace. That's not good. You're joking, right, sister? Does the reader seem to be joking type to you, Ringtail? We do not argue with the stars. You talk like we can just go ride right out to the water. Pardon my interruption, though. Perhaps we can. Say what? My client, Sandalwood. He has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Bertrude's. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Small bog-whaler outpost at the edge of the sea. Franklin Smiles return. That sounds like our best bet. Best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. Oh, someone wants to talk. We gotta talk first. Oh, it's the Lone Minstrel. Hi. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something that I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I should not keep you long, though I know your time is precious. I gotta hear him out. He's a good friend. You bid him to continue, and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time. And I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the rights, I must reveal to you alone, for thus I am obliged. In any case, when you confronted the withdrawn, the witch Udemil, you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. Yislak, the Astralborn. I hesitate to even say it now. You would be forgiven if you took the ravings of Udilmi for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turned out, ring out with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when first they found themselves here in the downside, this land was even less hospitable, even if that can be believed. It was ruled over by the greater titans. The one called Yislav was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. Colossal monsters that once ruled. Okay. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Yislav's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rights. Ew. Just ew. That's never pleasant. However, Yislav did not truly die, for by some accounts it seems to be incapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return unto whatever plane that banished it to ours. So, in a way, it is an exile, just like you. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be many ages hence. Thus, the ravings of Udmil are more or less inconsequential for a while. Yet, the history of Yislak is inexorably linked to the rights, and therefore must be known. I trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all this is of some reassurance. And now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring at this time. He heads out into the evening, bidding you a good rest for the evening. Interesting. Also gross. So apparently this thing is bound with its skin. Gross. Let's talk to Sandra. Are you sloshing all the way across the flagging hands right now? A hideous place, or so I understand. For I can neither see it nor experience its wondrous aromas, as you surely can. Although perhaps you are accustomed to it by now. The Nightwings of the past misliked that place. Of that I can assure you. We share a common misery, Now, please leave me to mine, unless there's a service you require me to render at this time. I'm good. Let us do this again sometime. Good talk. I guess we're gonna continue on and get out of this place that everyone hates. To Big Bertrude's small bog dweller outpost at the edge of the sea. The lone minstrel says someone here can help you pursue the stars across the sea. I really like how our wagon can jump. This is the place. Let us go to see my client's companion as soon as you're ready. I mean, there's nothing different here, so... Seek Big Bertrude. Big Bertrude is a sickly gathering of bog dwellers who stay within shadows, yet you can feel their eyes surveying everything. The lone minstrel steps forward. Sandalwood sent us. Those words are enough to make the bog dweller snap to attention. They emerge from the mud and dark and begin inspecting your black wagon with their strange tools. One of the bog dwellers slithers forth. She is larger than the rest, and leaves no doubt that she commands the others. Thou speakest the name Sandalwood. We would know his whereabouts. Reveal them to us. Good day to you, Big Bertrude. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, for Sandalwood always spoke highly of you and your handiwork. Bog dweller once feared and respected the Commonwealth from the sources. He did he? In turn, we know who thou must be. Yet thou speakest of the past, Sandalwood. Or past. Sandalwood, doth he yet live? Speak plain and quickly. To be frank with you, madame, I do not know for certain, for I have been apart from him for some time, carrying out his will. Though I have every faith that Sandalwood lives. As for his current whereabouts, I understand that he awaits us somewhere near Walking Wood, beyond the waters. We wish to seek him there, though, as you can see, our wagon is ill-suited for the task. The one called Bertrude frowns at this, studying the lone minstrel all the while. Indeed, then leave us. Return at dawn. That is all. By your grace, Big Bertrude. The lone minstrel turns away, but Hedwig stops. Hold on. Are you sure about this? Leaving the wagon in their care? It should be... All should be in accordance with my client's plan. You keep calling Sandalwood your client. He must reward you well. Aye, in a manner of speaking. He helped me find a sense of purpose I thought lost. Edwin nods at this. Then he turns to you. Well, my friend, I guess we'll see what happens, right? I'm off to let the others know. You find yourself with time for your vocations, while the bog dwellers go about their business. Oh, hey, it's this thing again. What was this again? Hone your skills as a reader, grant small global bonuses during the rites. Forage, and then mentor. I do want to see if this is a permanent or temporary, so I'm going to study and practice. You find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites with undivided attention, though greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Attribute bonuses that you bestow to all your fellow exiles who participate in the rites. Focus on which aspect is teaching in their wisdom, its authors in their prowess, and the innate mystic power. Okay, I think these are permanent. Okay, cool. So let's see. Right, hope is respawn time. Quickness is movement speed. Presence is aura size. Okay. Then let's work on quickness, since that's kind of what I need the most. You concentrate on your knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they compose the Book of Rites, among their many things. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Reader's influence, clarity. Each rank raises your fellow exile's quickness, making them move faster. Finish study. Sweet! And then we just continue. Oh, I keep moving my cord. The lone minstrel finds you early the next day. Reader, it is ready. Please, come have a look. The others are already there. The lone minstrel beckons you to come see the wagon. Ooh, they converted it into a submarine, I guess. Probably. Maybe? The black wagon appears different from now than it did even a day before. The hull is fully sealed and reinforced, and all manner of nautical equipment adorns the port side. Wow. You people seeing this? I'm gonna have a look around. The wagon should be fit for SeaWorld. Let us depart at your earliest convenience. What about Big Bertrude? She appears as if on cue. Tell that Sandalwood he owes us twice over. If I may, Big Bertrude, could you tell him yourself if you wish to accompany it? You could tell him yourself if you wish to accompany us on our voyage north. Our group would be welcome someone of your vast experience. Dare thee make flirtations upon us? No, enough. But should ye seek that Sandalwood, tell him that also to come and visit us again. Now, be gone from here, and tell no one that you are paid for your favors. She slithers off without another word. Soon, the lone minstrel breaks the silence. We are fortunate that she assisted us, but we should go. Just as she said, I know the navigational controls and shall explain. This is so exciting! I don't know how to swim! Scream! Tizo seems to share Jay's enthusiasm for heading out to sea. I'm beginning to feel ill already. Black One becomes seaworthy. The Sea of Solace awaits! To sail. Whee! The Worm Gulf. You have not. Before she left, Big Bertrude shared knowledge of a current that should draw you out to sea. And here we go. Okay, we turned into a boat. Okay, good enough. The Worm Gulf. It looks polluted. You and your companions watch the sea as your wagon rolls over the gentle waves. We have crossed into Worm Gulf. I hope that all of you are acclimating well. Tempestuous Sea of Solace lies beyond this death-filled body of water. There is no acclimating to these worm-infested waters. We risk everything to sail here. Exiled worms of the sea dominion tend to seek out the cold and downside seas. Okay. As long as we follow the cold current Big Bertrude indicated, we shall be safe. If the next ride is in the middle of the sea, how will our adversaries meet us here? They shall find their way, as we find ours. It is all part of the scribe's design. Now, reader, please confirm the next point of our sea journey. We seek the hull of oars. The hulk of oars. So we need to head to Outer Solace, fetid waters off the coast of Flagging Hands. Bertrude's instructions are to navigate the maze of maws in a curving route bearing northeast. Let's go! And our boat wagon can still jump. Good. I love it. Oh. The wagon continues rolling gently across the waves, which seem to to you a welcome change of pace after having come from flagging hands not very long ago. However, Yodarl seems more concerned now than before, and paces ceaselessly. When she notices Ruke, she stops him for some questions. Greentail, how is he doing? Who, Hedwin? Oh, he's pretty much the same. Been up all night, retching into the waters, if I had to guess. His first time out to sea? His first. She turns to you. Reader, please check on Hedwin. When you have the opportunity, he requires our support, and we require his swift recovery. AKA he got seasick. That's fine. You wish them a good afternoon as you go check up on the others in the group. Later, you find Hedwin looking out of sorts. Oh, hello, my friend. It's just, the sea hasn't been good for me, I guess. It's funny, all this trouble just to get back to the Commonwealth of all places. Hey, tell me something. What do you miss the most about that place? I mean, I'm not, I'm gonna say the food, because I'm pretty sure the food is better out over there than here. Prepare and crafts the food. You confess to him that you do miss the Commonwealth cuisine. Not that you often got to eat your fill of it or anything. The food. That's a surprise. I always thought the food was terrible. Huh. I hope you're not offended. I think maybe you haven't tried real food. One day, if we look out and find ourselves decent ingredients, I'll cook something for you, okay? Cool. Anyway, I'll be fine, I think. Thank you for checking up on me. You sense he wishes to be alone. There's not much to be done for him now. Yeah, for now. Stupid controller. Ah. It appears Hedwin is too ill to conduct the next rite. May he soon get well. I figured this would happen. I'm sorry for my interruption, reader. Please, again, confirm the next point of our voyage. Sea of Solace. According to Bertrude, the celestial landmark you seek is beyond this strait. Oh, I just realized that jumping is probably not helping his seasickness. Oh, this place looks nicer. By the scribes, the sea. I didn't know it was so beautiful. Having escaped the waters of Worm Gulf, you now can see what must be the hulk of oars, far into the horizon. Please, gentle turns, no jumps. Not everyone has taken well to the sea voyage, however. Rahum. Tizo's wondering if Hedwin is feeling better. He requires further rest, Tizo. All we can do is wish him a swift recovery. Reader, madame, from this point, our voyage must diverge from Bertrude's instructions. Please consult with your companions about which course to take. Okay. So we can do the Underking Pass. Jay believes that the 8 scribes shall bless you here, or the Fathomless Trench. The South Current, Tizo wants to fish for something tasty here. Oh, I am kind of curious about what this blessing is, but fish for Tizo. Fish for Tizo. Fish for Tizo. Tizo's the best character. The sea is peaceful for the most part, save for occasional strange shimmers beneath the surface. You realize the lone minstrel is looking down at them along with you. Those shapes down there. Some must be worms of the Sea Dominion, cast into exile. Sea Dominion, a vast and war-torn undersea regime home to untold numbers of amphibious worms. Okay, cool. That's reassuring. And my controller. There we go. I understand they tirelessly fought the Commonwealth wars, having grown weary of their own. They must make worthy adversaries. Streha! Tizo appears to have spotted something tasty. Tizo dives without warning into the depths below. And there he goes again. That one enjoys being at sea despite its perils. Eventually the little imp resurfaces, clutching something in his claws. Tizo caught a lesser shambler. You could always sell it. It's worth 94 gold. Good job, Tizo. That's the most expensive thing we found so far. Fish caught. At last you arrive at the hulk of oars. After journeying across the sea, it seems the next rite is to commence here soon. Though there is no sign of your next adversaries yet. Ooh, down the river. Oh, hey you guys, funny running into you out here, right in the middle of the drink, you know? Know what I mean? Not a lot of customers today, so have a look. I'll give you a good deal. Ooh, something new. When ore casting raises bear's maximum range by 8%. Oh, that's tiny. Alright, let's sell the fish that Tizo caught us. Because Tizo's awesome. I'm still 5 away from this. But I will buy the Stardust. Glad you're doing business with you guys, so Garl. Reader, a moment of your time. You ask what is on her mind. Headwind. He is beginning to recover from his illness. However, its sudden onset serves as a reminder, I believe. I have known Headwind since he was a child. Even now, I hesitate to say he has grown. Nevertheless, there are such things that even I would never say to him directly. For instance, I struggle with his confidence at times. Whether he leads us to our freedom or our doom, I am ambivalent. Bleh. Speak not a word of this to him, of course, in case that is unclear. I shall tell him in my own way if and when the time requires. In any case, when times remind me of his mortal weakness, I end up having to reconsider what should happen should we become separated permanently. She trails off for a while. What I mean to say is, you should know that I am fully pledged now to this quest of ours. Whether Headwind is the one to lead us, lead us to its end or not. I have my reasons. One of them is him. I expect the same holds true for you. That is all I wish to say. Take care, reader. She nods and brushes past you towards the door. Cool. So let's check out what's inside. So now we have a silver cudgel head, limbless, cold-blooded creature rescued from the sea. It is fully grown and has led a rich life. A keepsake from Wormgulf. Oh, it's not giving me a thing for this table, even though it's totally glittering. A nautical bell. Among the Black Wagon's seafaring equipment, Headwind uses it to signal when food is ready. Okay. Also, this place got cleaned up real nice. We now have a table with all the books on the table rather than it being a stump now. That's cool. Let's see the new passage. Down the river. In the words of Gol, I always stutter on this. Gol Athanium, the Master General. The Emperor Solemur knew not of this, of course. His expedition yielded not the treasure he desired, but brought him closer to his country than he had ever been before. As he traveled down the river Solarian in pursuit of greed, he found instead an inkling of shame. He saw the sunken faces of his people, heard their words for him. In time, he could not ignore it, and it proved more than he could bear. The river finally claimed him, his belongings, and his retune? Hold on, I forget I can look at this. Retinue, there we go. Once the people heard, I understand they cried with joy. Perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy shown to him, I think, is what transformed him. And that was the only thing that was new. No, this thing was, I'm sure this thing was glittering here, but it's not really showing me anything. Oh well, it's fine. Oh, guess nothing left to do but commence the rite. Having landed at the hulk of ores, you and your fellow exiles now anticipate the hour that the rites are to commence again. What do you think, Tizo? Don't I look like Mr. Headwind? Tizo is worried that Headwind is still feeling unwell. He is. Wait, I think... What's that? A serpentine creature emerges from the water, followed by several others of its kind. You recognize it as a worm of the Sea Dominion. Oh, cool. We're fighting worms. What they all are doing here, you see plain by their ritual raiments. The nearest one somehow loses his mask. Good sirs and good ladies! So it is you that heed the summons to glorious competition against the knight and his brigade. Well then, let us do battle without delay. More than our freedom is at stake here, but our very honor. And this knight fully intends to reclaim his. Oh, and lest this knight forget, he is called Sir Gilman. He salutes you all on behalf of the Pyre hearts until the contest. He is a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion on a self-made quest to regain his honor. And then the Pyre hearts, a tribute of the worm knights who perceive the rites as great battles to be won. He splashes out of view just as the stars above begin to shimmer with strange light. Wormmaids, more like worm knights.
Relentless, aren't we, reader? Even the vastness of the sea was not enough to thwart your coming here unto the hulk of Orus. You would be wise not to underestimate your adversaries here, despite their pitiable look. I am, of course, referring to the Pyre hearts. These rites are but another war to them, and that makes you their mortal enemy. I expect your battle to be glorious.
Oh, this is very good, right? It's in the corner rather than being at the very end. Your fellow exiles are gathered upon on the rotting deck of the hulk of oars. As your adversaries clamber into view, Ruke paws up. Say, what are you worms even doing here? Can't you just swim back to the Commonwealth or the Sea Dominion or wherever it is you're from? Aha! An excellent point. It seems then that these adversaries in the rites are clever. Wouldn't you say, sir? Just get rid of them already, Gilman. As your commanding officer, this knight hereby commands it. Hark! This knight wishes to introduce this noble commander. No worm knight in history has withstood as many front-line battles. Doff your helm, sire, as is our custom. May our adversaries tremble at the sight of you. Sir Gilman attends to his commander's mask despite his protest. Wait, give this knight his mask. This knight hereby presents to you the great Sir Deluge. Deluge, a noble visage, is it not? He is a petty worm knight of the Sea Dominion, who somehow survived countless battles. Sir Deluge trembles and squirms. So yes, you can swim, or no? Ha! Of course we knights can swim. All knights of the Sea Dominion can. But we are exiles in this land, the same as ye. We can swim, 'tis true, but it's similarly impossible to swim back up the river down which we are flushed to end up here. Nay, there is but one way to return. Silence, Gilman! Nobody cares! Back off to your post. Or back to your post. Gilman hesitates but does as he's told. This knight knows who you are, knows who you are, and he is not afraid of you. He somehow climbs back into his mask and pulls up for his full height. Now, on guard! The exiles of the worm tremulous take their positions as you focus on the river rights. Oh, they have tiny auras. Reader, Hedwin's illness means he cannot help us here. He shall be counting on us.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
So I cannot use Hedwin, unfortunately. I will take his contract going to someone else so that I can make money. I'm gonna use you today. So let's use your Darl.
Jodariel.
Jay is one of our lowest level ones.
Zay.
And then Ruki for speed.
Ruki. It is done.
No way these Worm Knights bozos are faster than me. Gilman, status report. What is the enemy's position? Now they stand ready to confront us, sire. Any brave tributative they seem... A very brave tributative they seem to be seen to this knight's eye. Brave, air-sucking monsters, one and all. Pyre hearts, be ready. I'm gonna send Rodal out there. Just kill them.
Too bad for that one.
I'm just gonna have her stand like right here.
Banishment for all.
Oh.
Your
Swipe.
adversary's Pyre
Fast
is
stalker.
the first to falter.
I got an achievement called the Fast Stalker. I think it's because I scored it. Oh, what the heck? What? Just launched me across. No! Okay, they're pretty fast. Okay, but like Brewcase, they do like no damage.
Both triumvirates are equally as close. United in banishment.
Got it.
Pyre's flames grow weak.
I think it's there's achievements for scoring a certain amount of points with each character, and I think I got the one for Brewcase.
Audacious archery.
Got it.
Splendid.
Gilman, your form is sloppy. Fight them as though your miserable life is on the line. Your words do wound me, sire. This knight gives every right his very, very best. Though perhaps we do have much to learn from such a brave tribute. I can never pronounce these words. Screw it. As the one who we now face. Whose side are you on? Get out there and vanquish them at once. Our adversaries stand divided. Let us take advantage of the opening.
There seems to be dissension in your adversary's ranks. 'Tis little wonder these fool worm knights are no longer fit to serve the Commonwealth.
I'm just gonna take advantage
Once
of that.
more like that and we are finished here. Oh,
Oops. I walked right into that one. Running. He ran. There we go. Got. Oh no! They barely. No!
The Worm Knight somehow did it. Huh?
Oops. There we go.
A rude predicament for the Pyre Hearts.
Got it.
And it is done.
Whew.
The Nightwings prevail.
Those little guys are fast.
Their adversaries prove no match for them. The right is done.
I expected more from the Worm Knights of the Sea Dominion. The sea is making me a little queasy, honestly. But we still won. We won. Those worms are quick, alright. But Ruke Greentail's quicker. The knight commends you, noble Nightwings. Glorious fight indeed. And this knight shall wistfully remember this defeat until the end of his days. So silence, Gilman. This is all your fault. And now, cavorting with our enemies. How dare you? This knight was but attempting honorary compliments, sire. It is not in accordance with the rights to praise one's adversaries on a worthy outcome. But worthy? This knight will show you worthy, you miserable little minnow. You are a failure, Gilman. Now get out. Now get now from this knight's sight.
What stirs now in the hearts of all these exiles?
Focus, training, prowess. The path towards survival on this blood border. These rights make similar demands of us. What did I choose for her? I never looked through all of her things. First time when she was the first person I loved. Let's see, relentless vigor. After banishing the adversary, Yudaro instantly recovers all her stamina. And then Yudaro permanently gains a +4 presence, raising the size of her aura. That might be good, considering she has the hugest aura already. At the start of her right, Yudaro's power automatically gains +35 health. Oh, I kind of like that. Greater banishment. Any adversary banished by Yudaro will take 30% longer than usual return. Ooh, I kind of like that. And then let's see. What did I miss? What am I skipping on? After her rush to launch forward, your dog can rush again. When landing from a jump, your dog pushes the nearby adversaries, making them drop the one. Okay, that's kind of cool. For 7 seconds after saluting her adversaries, Yudaro deals additional 10 damage to the adversary's Pyre. Oh, okay. And then Celestial Spike. Yudaro can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. Oh, okay. She has good skills on both sides. For now, I'm just going to raise her presence. Continue down that line.
Until the next right.
After prevailing over the Pyre Hearts with ease, you at last return to the wagon with your companions. With the little discussion of the Pyre Hearts, who seem to have already swam off towards whatever next the stars directed them. Instead, your fellow exile's attention turns towards your companion, who was absent for the rite. How is Hedwyn? The lone minstrel makes a sound, but no words form. As yet, something is troubling him.
Saze.
I urged him to remain bedridden, and he simply would not listen. I'm very sorry, but... Wait, what? Everyone stares at the lone minstrel in stunned silence. The lone minstrel beats a heavy sigh. But then... Hey, what's with the long faces, everyone? Minstrel! I should rig that neck of yours! As I was attempting to explain, Hedwyn is already up and about, despite my having strongly recommended further rest. Those that are unaccustomed to sea voyage and take ill, they are very likely to experience further symptoms, if they do not remain bedridden or at least sedentary. Hedwin is running a considerable risk of having to spend another night in great discomfort. What are you, a doctor? Nay, although I traveled once with one, extensively. Look, I appreciate your caution and concern, Tariq, but I'm pretty well accustomed to discomfort here. And I had to see how things turned out tonight. I haven't had to stay out of a rite like that before. So you're back among the living then, Hedwin? I was just seasick. Nevertheless, your full recovery requires rest. I think we all could use some rest after tonight. Anyway, thank you everyone for your concern, and I'm sorry that I worked you, or caused you further burden. He turns to you. My friend, what do you say we figure out where to go next? I'm beginning to miss being on solid ground. You follow him outside where the night sky awaits. Hey, I wanted to thank you for conducting the rite back there without me being there. I could rest easy knowing that you and the others would get through it. Anyway, I'll leave you to your reading. Can't begin to imagine where you will be off to next. We're well past anywhere in the downside I've been. Even Jody hasn't gone this far. He bids you a good evening as you turn your attention back to the sky. The stars shine down upon you. So you begin your next destination. Back. Is it down here? No. Is it up here? It's further north. Trieste, the Silver Star. The Silver Star burns bright over the fisherlands of Black Basin. That looks like a unicorn that got shot through. Also, this one looks like a ship was going through a sea monster and died. Still further north then. Not simply north. This shall prove difficult. What's the problem? Our destination is beyond the deathless tempest. A vessel such as ours has little hope of traversing it intact. Tempest raging in the sea is all seeming for all eternity. Oh. Can't we go around it? Given our confrontation with the Pyre hearts, our chances back in worm-held water would be even worse. Come on, people! It'll just be another day in the downside. Get yourself some sleep while we still can. Bet you'll feel better in the morning. Your optimism is infectious. Isn't it? You all concur that rest is in order, for the sea journey has been taxing to everyone. Come daybreak, you shall find a way to sail past the deathless tempest. Someone wants to talk. Screeha! Tiso has been in a rather cheerful mood since being out at sea, and she's pleased to see you. Hee hee! Tiso is grateful to having had the opportunity to catch a fish for old time's sake. Yeah? Tiso is asking if you want to know why he loves fish so much. Yes, I would love to know. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Tiso loves catching fish because he hates them and everything they stand for. What? That's interesting. Squirrel. He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind, ever since they killed his family. What? He seemed on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps cannot cry. He leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. It seems he told you a joke. Oh. Tiso seems he could use the encouragement, assuming what he said was, in fact, in jest. It is a noble effort, though perhaps you do not fully grasp the nuance of imp humor. I'll be honest, if it were me, I'd smile and nod. But should we laugh heartily? I don't know. You know, I'm just gonna smile and nod. That's what I would do in reality. Smile and nod. You smile and nod in the most encouraging way possible, though without being insincere about it, following Tiso's joke. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Tiso admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. Okay. He shrugs at you and bounces off. Bye, Tizo. Plus one hope. Anyone? Or hold on. Let's. You bring me brief reprieve from solitude. What seek you in exchange? Still no request for her. Still can't request a scribe trial. What's on her mind? There is an undulation I have sensed, reader, which means, I think, that your black wagon sails the seas. Am I not right? Of course I am. She laughs at this, or at herself perhaps. I scarce remember the sea. It has been a little while since I bathed in it, you understand? My memories of it are wistful, nonetheless. Although, if I remember correctly, the Sea of Solace is a disgusting mockery of the Emerald Seas near to the Empire. Pyre dominated the known world for the millennia till the doomed reign of Solomon. Oh, okay. Do be careful out there, will you? Now, let me cease my prattling, lest I extend my sentence by another eternity or two. We had best stick to our business. Goodbye. Take care of yourself, then. Alright. Let's continue on. Back to the sea. Oh. Maybe not. So let's see. Ragged Rock. The North Current Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Bouquet spotted wreckage in the sea and believes there could be valuables to find. And then Froth Sea. The south current towards Stormwall brims with large sea creatures. Tizu seems eager to see the wagon head in this direction. Let's see what Bouquet has to say about the valuables. Let's see what we can salvage. The remnants of a shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive deathless tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than in finding trinkets green hill. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you to come off it, now do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. We go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Continue searching the wreckage. Sure, why not? You suggest it may be worthwhile to continue searching for the wreckage. After having come this far, we take turns as why. Knew you'd see my way, sister. Now let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search. Sorry, sister. I think I was chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down here. Yudara fumes at all of this, but says nothing. Yudara lost one hope. Okay, that's fine. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Good! Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do! And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it then. Let us be joined! Let this knight join you, please! Can you believe this headwind? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. He swears to you upon his long-lost honor, as a would-be knight errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. AKA he got kicked out. What about your other worm friends back there? Pyreheart. We are base cowards! This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of oars. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this night shall aid your passage through the deathly tempest. It is not so that you seek passage to the north. With this night's aid, you shall achieve your wish. They are base cowards. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm. Some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Yudaro pulls the rest of you aside after Hedwig gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood will want this thing along? Most surely. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask. And this one seems just as good as we're going to get. Yudaro glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwin is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the deathly tempest, then he can come along, for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessing in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Yes? Or beg pardon? Tentatively agree to whatever he's asking so he can get on with it already. Or it is not clear as to what you... it is not clear as to what exactly Sir Gilman intends to do for you. I mean, I think we're letting him join. It's just, do I want to question what he's doing or just go with it? Let's just go with it. Yes? As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into death. Yet, through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sort of sense of where he's going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined to help you cross the deathly tempest. Help him see his mission through. Oh, is this like a minigame thing? Sir Gilman has an aura trail that extends behind him. Press B to snap to the end of the trail in his aura. What? Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwing, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Souls and calls out to you. Master Reader! If you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This night's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today, we shall bring peace to an embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just! Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Verse 3. Interesting. So, when he moves, he creates a trail that I guess can hurt enemies. And then pressing B... Oh, okay. When I press B, I immediately go back to the end of my trail while flashing. Interesting. And then that's my mark. And then that's my dash. Oh, okay, yeah, we're fast. Harsh! Yonder lie the foul spawn, the unfathomed Flurunes, boiling the sea with their wrath. Unfathomed Flurunes, the sea titan, once slain by the scribed Underking Oars, her blood brood lies dormant in the sea. Exiled worms within these waters long have harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downsized channels for any save the knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Underking Oars started! So pretty much, I think these things are what's causing the storm. And I can just run into them. Press B to flash him. Big flash back to his tail. There we go. Uh-oh. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight? To your superior. Didn't you kick him out? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Less than this knight checked. Here, you hold no sway over this knight. Ah! And what have you done to this spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which is required doing. His honor cannot sink him much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why you? How dare you staunch the tempest for those nightwings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight, if you so dare as well. Ah! Pyre hearts, banish him. This is an order. So I need to kill the Pyre hearts. And they just ran into my tail. Cool. And I ran into his. You see, Gilman, you shall ever be inferior, even amongst the weakest of us. Gilman, where did you go? Gilman! But Sir Gilman's banishment served as a perfect ruse for him to elude his adversaries and return to his newfound knowledge. Oh. So pretty much this is just a chance to practice with him. But since I died, the practice just ends. This knight would say it was an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a barefaced lie, and yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again! Freeze the game, Snake, yeah. Wait, you lowly traitor. This knight will have your head, Gilman. As day wears on, there is still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow less restless then. Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is slopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little tempest ought to no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless tempest begins to simmer and subside. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwin help him up. That deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Open to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed the path north to you. Bid him welcome. Cool. Good job. Sir Gilman revealed a gap in the storm that seemed safe enough to traverse. The Deathless Tempest. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Just where do you turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may I corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then, let me be the first to say, let's go. You're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Tariq? Yes, Ruki? What is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how you play that thing? You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, cause I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood. You know what I mean? Aye. Then let me see what I can do. Before the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine belies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. Oh, yep. Oh, place where Plurna scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years gone by. At last your wagon rumbles on the solid, jagged ground, the land called Black Basin. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Sir Gilman! You approach Sir Gilman, who must have finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this Trimilev continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law, described within the books. Some I can never pronounce that word right, this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name. They are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exiles who refuse to obey the rules, as they are written by the Under King Ors and his 7 friends, deserve neither his honor nor his freedom. Oh, okay. Thusly, does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. And then here's what he brought to the thing. Sir Gilman's Crest, official certification of knighthood in the Commonwealth, oft sought by Worm Knights. Okay. Hold on. What level is he? He's still okay. He's still under level 1. Alright. If there's one thing I want to know, though, is how many different masks are there? But wagon's starting to look real cozy. Yeah, yep. Like I said, they fixed this up. This book used to be just on like some kind of stump, and these were all on the ground. Now they're actually stacked up on like a shelf. You find Headwind has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, Don't go too far, and let's meet back by dusk.
Umbra deserta.
Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back. I have come back. Shay returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This night it lives! Although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from the northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Kiza wonders whether any species of fish live in the pools of rock nearby. Please do not jump into the lava pools. I fear for your life. The little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There's the western path that seems traversable. If you travel by the light of dawn, the shadows in the crags may well cover our advance against whoever may be watching.
Ceramiscus.
Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame, though in my experience, we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Triestra. The exiles of the High Wing remnants. You may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me, for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate? With them? Then Hedwin steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on that just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go along come tomorrow. For now, let's take the rest of the afternoon to get our bearings. Yudaro glares at the sky as everyone disperses. You may rest of the day to practice your vocations. Alright, I haven't done mentor yet, so I want to do that at least once. Teach your fellow exiles on the old ways to raise their individual ranks in the rites more quickly. Having gleaned the knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal, you will have to mentor them one at a time. So who do I want to mentor? I like Hedwin. I'll mentor him. Okay, these all say the same. Sure thing, friend. I appreciate the offer. Where to begin? You illustrate to Hedwin some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three unattributed can move and act as one of mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Okay, so it's pretty much just level them up. I used to think the scribes were just the stuff of stories. Well, all of this really is their doing, isn't it? Cool. Level up. Let's see. Moon formation. While bringing the orb and move. Let's pass it over quickly. Thank you for the lesson, my friend. It gives me a lot to think about. Alright, so we can either go through Black Shore, the low road of the nest and pass through razor-sharp sands. Yudara wishes to avoid the harps by staying on the low ground, and then High Wing Cove. The high road to the nest of Trieste is patrolled by the Commonwealth's ancient enemies. The lone minstrel believes he can negotiate safe passage with the harps via this path. I haven't had much chance to be on Yudariel's side, so I'm gonna stay on the low ground with her. shattered lands of Black Shore proved difficult to traverse for the Black Wagon. Yudariel searches for a solid path forward with little avail. Fie on these blasted lands. How are we to proceed through this? Perhaps I may be of assistance. This place is not so familiar to me, nor are its hidden denizens. Please remain with the others until I return, madame. I shall not be long. The minstrel disappears into the cliffs before Yudariel can protest. In the meantime, you and she continue to keep watch, sensing unseen eyes. The last time that one disappeared on us, we searched for him for days. But this time he soon returned. I have secured safe passage through the nest of Triesta. We may proceed. Secured safe passage with whom exactly? Just then, a winged woman dives down from the sky. She looks at Yudariel up and down, and then she soars away without a word. The lone minstrel says nothing more either. Yudariel's scowl deepens. For centuries, the Commonwealth withstood the high-wing remnants, treacherous assaults thanks to the soldiers such as she. Oh, Yudariel spore hope from that. Oof. Gosh darn it. Yeah, we're with our harpies. Oh hey, there's the unicorn that got blasted through. At last you arrive at the nest of Triesta, where the next rite is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon as descent, and remain watching now. We didn't get anything to sell. Oh hey you guys, what brings you out all way out here? No wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside. What do you have for me now? Righteous Flame. After dousing the advertised Pyre, the bear's Pyre is restored by 5. Okay, that could be useful. Any adversary banished by the bears take longer to return. I'll take the Stardust. Unfortunately, I didn't get any treasure. What was I setting up for this thing? I might get that. I want to buy something. I'll buy this just in case. This seems like it might be useful. I'll get more money. Thank you for stopping by, you guys. Going in the Black Wagon. But we got new passage in the book. The Hunt for Myrrh. In the words of Golanthian, the Master General, my emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness, he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the imp, Aub, that nursed him back to health, and warned him often of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myrrh would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope collar, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. I think you can do that once I go in. Oh, it's almost in, but I think we have enough time for the rite. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Triesta, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. Oh, we're fighting harpies. Cool. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such a rabble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have a little pride in their tradition.
Tiene lingua, Pale.
Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No, you have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned finch. When the last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that the harp swoops off as Yudariel lowers after her. This is only then that you realize another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It is in our mutual interest. You know not of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name is Pamitha Thayen. The surly one back there, that is my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only just met now. Though I must say, something of you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have something in common with your ilk? Just then Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Yudariel. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the way, however did you make it all the way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I loathe to give away, Hedwyn. But you have set our course this far, and I have followed. So, do as you must. That Sandalwood had better have an explanation for all of this. Yudariel storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who has been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like, and tell your comrade there the truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she is conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives, here and now, are earnest. Everyone wants to know your initial impressions of Pamitha. She seems alright. Express your reservations, or admit you do not know. I hate to put it all into Hedwyn. First playthrough? Yes, first playthrough. I'm just gonna say I admit I don't know. You tell Hedwyn that you cannot adequately judge Pamitha just yet. While you have certain reservations, you defer to him on what to do. I understand, my friend. I appreciate your backup on this one. Above all, I need to give Sandalwood the benefit of the doubt, which means doing the same right now for Pamitha. We've come this far thanks to a certain faith, and right now it's telling me to take her with us, even though Yudariel isn't going to like it. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. We accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why, sure. I love a good condition or 2. First, after we finish here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and your friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Yudariel, whom you met earlier. Brilliant! I have no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get on famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of fragments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. Also, I think they have no arms. You look up and see that she is right. Pamitha Thayen joined you. She has a score to settle. Welcome aboard, I guess. And right as the rite starts.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now. Yet here you are, somehow. upon the nest of Trieste. And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with two. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face.
Where did all these
They
arrows
are
come
the essence. Winged terrors, as you soon shall see. Can your longing for freedom match their hatred for the vibrant country that was once your home?
Oh, that's an interesting mask. From a distance, you observe as Prometha, now clad in knightly ceremonies, heads towards your adversaries to the right. You! What sort of heathen harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. Tamitha's blood sister stares back at her while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing with them? Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister, I've come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poisoned blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way for talk. You waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence! You shan't have come here, and the time for talks is long past. If only you could see yourself again, consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat, but I warn you, stay away from me. Prometheus says nothing more as her blood sister turns away. Prometheus gets your attention. Listen to me, reader, darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct the rite on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you have not eaten him as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the tribulate for thee. I was planning on using you anyways. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rite. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. She's saying he won't. Never mind. Yeah, they eat the worms apparently. Apparently they are actually worms and not dragons. You observe the treacherous terrain. Prometheus should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you.
Who shall conduct the rite?
Yeah, I'll give you this. You seem like you're gonna be doing the most. Okay, it's telling me to use her first. Why, I thought you'd never ask. There, darling. I accept. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. Okay, and then now I get to choose, but Sir Gilman won't because he's chivalrous, and then Yodara won't because she doesn't want to work with the harpy. So I'm gonna take that off of her. Then let's do Tizo. I mean, to be fair, the reason why Jody doesn't want to work with her right now is because harpies are the things that are attacking their home, essentially. The harpies are constantly at war with their home, and she was a knight that was pretty much protecting that home. So that's why she refuses to do it right now. So you can't blame a whole species. Give her time. Let's just say that. Let's give her time. Let's give her the contract and let's have her kill stuff. So, Ruki? Or Tizo?
Tizo.
Tizo promises to do his best against Tamitha and the Essence. And then... Say.
Say.
Why don't we all have wings? I want to have wings too. Oh, I just realized that I'm bringing... That's the only two with wings.
Very well.
Come then, sister. Perhaps we are finished here. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Tamitha. How poetic that we meet here in the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I would rather see you rot for what you did to our people and to me. Tamitha seems to sense your presence and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm not to be at your mercy in all this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we sisters of the High Wing Remnant can do. Hold X to fly while so pretty much like
amidst a feud between two sisters.
I can push and hold X to fly.
That seems entirely unwise, even for you. Tread lightly around that exiled Panther. Her kind's all but forgotten Saint Triesta's grace.
Interesting. I can push things with my dash. And hold B to tackle. Oh, interesting. See, darlings, we harps are not so bad. Now, I suppose we better get to work, Just don't go underestimating Tamitha over there. I trust you to do the best you can. To the sky, sisters! Talent formation!
Beware the adversary's aura, or be banished.
Oops! I think I jumped into the fire.
Deftly thwarted the drive. Come on.
Woo! I gotta throw it. Cool. Tizo, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly. Hee! Tizo's rather proud of his ability to flutter, as a matter of fact. I love Tizo. Then listen up. My blood sister there. She swoops right past you if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Press X to block flying at. Okay, yeah.
How careless. Oh.
Oops.
Ooh.
Oops.
Poor exile.
Oops. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Get over here. Gotcha. Oops. I killed her. Whoops. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, shoot.
Who?
Got it. That one just dove into the fire. Oh my goodness. Nope. God darn it. Right, I forget their dash can push things away. Crap.
Oof. Tread lightly.
I want to earn money, so I'm gonna kill you.
Unfortunate for the essence.
Oops, I did not mean to do that.
Tamatha caught out. Your fellow exiles remain banished. Shame.
Sometimes I'm like trying to figure out who I'm
Each
controlling.
fire now burns no more brightly than the other.
Got it.
Yes. Let's see you Nightwings keep this up.
Ooh, nice.
Banished, all of them.
Kill them.
One careless step.
Shoot. Got it.
Oh, boo.
Give me that ball. Shoot! I tried to dodge.
Oh, you poor Nightwings.
Come on, come on, come on.
Somebody get the orb.
Got it. Fine. Oh, shoot. Shoot! It's fine. It's fine.
A banishment.
Go, Tizo. Go, Tizo. Go, 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 go. Shoot.
Ah,
Shoot.
if I were that one, I'd be rather angry.
Uh-oh. Got him.
Ow!
Got him.
Bask in the purifying flame.
Alright. One more. Damn you, Pamitha! You are no true Thyan. I guess there's the family name. To think that you had the gall to call me sister. Still, after everything you brought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Well, look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story? If you wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you haven't come all this way to face me, Tamitha, then come and do it. You and me! You think that you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back. Oh, it's gonna be a one-on-one against the sisters. Prevail over Tamitha.
What is it those two think they're doing? The rights are not the place to settle petty scores. Tis taken.
Shoot. Shoot!
Tamatha has plunged into the fire.
Okay,
Ooh.
shoot! Oh no, oh no. Got it. Okay, I need to be careful. Shoot! Okay, that's bad. That's bad. It's right next to me. Look at that. No!
The orb quenches the flame.
Crap. This is bad.
The Nightwings seem to be... Oh,
Oh, come on. Really?
ouch.
There we go. Got her. Got it. There we go.
It is done.
Ooh, okay, that was
But
kind
you
of
know
bad.
who prevailed. A victory so narrowly achieved, and thus more glorious.
Woo. That was actually kind
The
of close.
ceremony is complete.
You Commonwealth filth! Only through the traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postponed the coming of our liberty. But we are ever patient, and our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope, sincerely, we shan't ever meet again. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Raha! No, Tizo. Tizo is trying to let Pamitha know the others are returning to the wagon. Sure, I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless us with their ways.
Woo!
The
Level up!
imp
Level up for
Tizo
Tizo!
appears to have a certain depth of
Hockey
knowledge.
me! Tizo just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the rites as part of the Wendy. Let's see, which one was I gonna do? Oh, not enough for a level up. Gosh darn it.
Until the stars align.
Harpsichs is one of the best tricks in the game. Is it because of their dash and their dash and their attack? Because they're pretty good. I just was really bad at controlling it, as I always am. After overcoming the essence, after a few close calls, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move and how best to integrate Pamitha into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I'll take my fresh air so I can sleep up on the roof. I like my fresh air, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rites will cause my path and Tamitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here, isn't that right, Ruki? But Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering a new guest. Pamitha shoots one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon wheels again. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, ask a moment of your time outside. There's somewhere I may ask we go. Here in the Black Basin, reader. By your leave, of course, and provide that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? We look towards the heavens. And it's right next to it. Lu, the vernal star. The vernal star burns bright over the densest woods in the Black Basin. Yeah, oh, look, a cherry tree with monsters trying to climb it. Yeah, they do seem pretty good. Like, again, their dash does push things away, and then their attack also makes it that they can't get hurt. Yeah, their mobility. Oh, and their masteries. Okay, I haven't seen their masteries yet since she didn't level up, so we'll see that eventually. The Glade of Lu, directly due west. Then it is just as my client indicated. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us, somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems as you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path heading west, where he supposedly waits. Alright, okay, so it's past 10 and I normally stop here, so I'm gonna stop here. So that was fun. We will continue the game next Tuesday. Also, yeah. Next Tuesday, yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, the harpy is interesting. I'm just not good at this game. Caught fish, harpies found, sports one. Yep. Good wrap up. Good talking points. But yeah. I'm just not the best at this game yet, so... But the fact that she does push things away with her dash, and then her attacks just right off the bat are good. Everyone has... it's just... It's just, if anything, her aura is a bit small, like her base aura, but that's something you just have to deal with eventually. But yeah, anyways, gonna end now, and then, again, we'll see you on Tuesday. Yeah, it's just a practice makes perfect thing. I'll learn it eventually. Alright, good night, peoples, and I will do more of this on Tuesday, and maybe we'll finally see who the sandalwood person is. Good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.